Hi, I'm Debbie Cronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm glad you're joining me today. You can find me at stampwithdeb.com, and I'm on Facebook Live every Tuesday at 3 o'clock and Pacific Time. And I'm so happy you're here with me today. Let's get started. I have a really fun project for you today. So this is one of the new suites that's coming out that will be in the January through June catalog in 2023. And so today I am going to use it for my project. First, I'm going to show you another card that I created with it. These are the beautiful papers that come in the collection. It is a collection. It's 2 stamp sets, a set of dies, and a pack of paper. You can order these things separately if you so desire. These are the dies are in here, and that will be available in November, unless you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And if you want more information about that, please get in touch with me. So let's move this aside. And this was the first card that I made using this bundle. And so it's made with the designer series paper here, and it's in Night of Navy, which is one of the papers that coordinates with it. It's just a really simple card, opens up, and inside there's nothing. But these dies are amazing to work with. So I'm going to show you another card today. Let me get all my supplies out here. I've already cut my supplies so that we can move along through this. Okay, so this is an easel card. So I started with cherry cobbler, and I have all the measurements on my block. I'm not going to give you measurements because I always give the wrong ones. So I'm not going to give them. And so I'm going to start with this, which is a piece of basic white. And this one is 4 inches wide. And I'm going to attach that to the front of my card base. This is kind of a fun easel card. And so this goes on the outside of my card, basically. It's going to go to the front. And I'm going to hold that up so that I've got a nice, I can see around it, because I want to center this on my front of my card. Okay, then I'm going to fold this down. And now I'm working on the front of my card. And so this is Evening Evergreen that I'm going to attach as my next layer. And I'm just leaving just the ever so slight margin around it. And then this is one of the papers from the designer series paper. It's so pretty. Whoops, I put it used it on the wrong side. I am going to use the soft succulent side. Although I love the other side, I love those blues. It's Miss Balmy Blue, which I've never really been real fond of, but I really like it in this paper. Okay, and then I cut a piece of cherry cobbler, which is going to go on this very front panel, right down here. And this is just a little bit smaller. And I have a piece of designer series paper. Give me a second here. I'm going to grab a cherry cobbler, Stampin' Blend, and color my cherries. So just kind of give them a connection with the rest of the card. A little bit of white, just like that. To make them come alive. And then I'm going to attach that. Look at those dots. That really soaks through. So when you color that, make sure that you're coloring it on something that you don't care about. Not your best wood table. And so I'm going to attach that right there. Now, when I cut the ovals, you can see here, I cut a bunch of different colors. I mean, I was just playing with colors here. And so I ended up, so these are going to come up here and this is going to go in here. Now, this one is cut from the die that has the little lines on the edge. It's hard to tell you in written instructions which one it is. So this one is cut from this. And then this red is actually cut from, this one does not cut out a circle, I'll tell you that. It cuts the hearts in a circle, but it doesn't cut a circle, all right? Then this one is cut from here. And I have the other part of it that I've saved that I'll do with something else with. So this one will fit in here very, very carefully and very patiently, because it's not going to, it just barely fits. So, I mean, it fits, but it just barely leaves the gold around the edge. And I'm just going to go around the outside edges here. I would have rather had green glue and put it right around the edges. And then, see what I'm saying? It's just, you have to be really patient because the oval has a definite shape and they do fit together. But ovals have a lot of different shapes. Have you noticed that? An oval is not necessarily the same. One will be fatter, one will be shorter. And these go together, but there's just, they're a little wider. This one, the one in the back is a little wider, but that's okay. All right, then I'm going to attach this to the front of my card, to that front flap. So it's going to go right here. I'm going to fold this up, just like that. So I only put my adhesive on the bottom part. And that looks crooked to me. And it's going to stay crooked because I put a lot of adhesive on there. Okay, and then this is going to go on with dimensionals. And this card is not going to have any ribbon. And if you know me, you know I put ribbon on everything. So. Just like that. And then in the suite are these beautiful little, I'm sure I've seen these before. These little swirl things. They're actually, I think they're called swirls. Gold adhesive back swirls. And so I thought I would just use a couple of those. And that will help tie that gold in. It doesn't really go with it. And my third one is going to go over here. And there we are. So you'll find the instructions at stampwithdeb.com. Thank you for joining me today.